Seasoned sisters, when they talk, they take turns. The only thing they share is the tea.
Hello and welcome to Seasoned Sisters. I'm Autumn.
I'm Summer.
Why did you pause? You did it again.
I didn't. I don't think I did. I may have.
That was like 15 seconds, I swear.
I was kind of drinking too, but I don't think I did. But I may.
I feel like my voice sounds weird too. Whoops.
Well, you've had a busy week.
It's been a lot. I feel like we've already talked about it, but like our brother was here for like the 4th of July and then he left on the 8th. And then that day, Kyle's dad and stepmom came down because there was a death in the family and they just left on Sunday this week.
Yeah.
So it's been constant family, which is great, but also exhausting.
Yeah, it means you haven't processed anything. Like,
no, I think that's why we were talking about earlier. Like, I feel constantly, like right now, my anxiety, I feel like I'm in trouble. And I don't know why I feel like I'm in trouble, but I think it's just my body doesn't know how to process that I'm not going to work anymore.
Right.
I don't know. But I don't know what's going
every
on.
weekend since then, you've been so busy. It's like, I don't even know how you're having time to think, let alone process.
Really like realize, because I don't know what day of the week it is. Like today I woke up and I thought it was Sunday. It's not.
No, Monday. It's Monday.
It's Monday, but I keep getting confused because I'm just like, I don't know what day it is. So
like,
that's kind of nice.
I'm just doing my thing.
That's nice, but it's been a lot of like board games. We introduced his stepmom to what's it called? Ticket to Ride.
Trains?
We call it Trains.
Oh yeah,
we call it Trains. But so I played so much Trains. I don't want to look at it for my god.
I do love Trains.
Months. It is. Trains is so much fun. But we played it probably like 6 or 7 times.
So she really liked it. I was about to say her name. She really liked it. Yeah, that's good.
She really liked it. But yeah, no, I'm tired. What is your daughter doing now?
She's got crackhead eyes and she's over there by her dad's new PlayStation and it's just kind of scaring me.
You can't let her sit on it.
I set it up so she can't sit on it anymore. Yeah. I sent that picture to
sit on those.
Oh now she's on the desk.
Okay, I heard that. Everyone heard that. It wasn't your car. It was a cat again.
That was Indiana. That's the dark one. That's my black cat. Yeah, she's got energy.
So the only mullet time I think we have is we need to figure out what we're gonna watch next, y'all. We are this episode and one more away from finishing Extreme Sisters, and so Summer and I have been talking about either watching Gypsy Rose or just a random season of like The Other Way or Before the 90 Days. Because that would be fun, just a random one, or one of y'all's suggestions, because we don't really know what to watch right now.
Yeah, we talked about some other. Somebody had once said something about the Amish show that we tried to watch.
We could probably do that, honestly.
Yeah.
What's it called? Faking Suddenly Amish? What's it called? Is that what it's called? Suddenly Amish?
I think
that
so.
Sounds right.
But
I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
But if y'all have something, think about it. We're gonna try to figure out how to do a poll. So. Well, if not, we're just picking.
Yeah.
And if I get to pick, we're doing Gypsy Rose because she's crazy.
I think that if we get no votes, then we'll just do Gypsy Rose because I've never seen it. So,
but I will change my name for that because she is scary and she didn't allegedly kill somebody. She did. So she
was convicted. So it's not alleged.
Yeah. But, we were talking about it. We will change our show. We will change our names every
We'll have code
episode.
Names for each other.
Yeah. So she can't find us.
But yeah, I think Gypsy Rose would be fun. I think that a random episode, like, or we could do just like Ed and Rose from 90 Day Fiance because that's a mess.
Oh yeah, is that the guy with no neck? That's no neck guy, right? Okay,
because I'm not
Big
tall.
Ed, something like that.
Big Ed,
something like that.
Poor guy, but also he's an asshole to Rose. So have you ever watched that one?
He gets. See, I would want to do. What's the little guy who always goes and hides? Like he doesn't.
Oh my gosh! What is his name? Paul.
That guy. Yeah, Paul. He is the worst.
Paul and Carini. Yeah.
Yeah, Carini. I need you to take a sex test before I have sex with you to make sure you're clean. And she's like, no.
Remember when he goes outside to sit in the freaking
doghouse? Yeah,
literally?
She's like, he's in the doghouse because he's, or like,
and
he
he's
puts
terrified
a condom
of snakes and mosquitoes and all kinds of stuff, but he just went and sat in the grass outside. Okay.
I love it though, because he's like, I'm going to bring you your home. And then his mom's like, I'm not paying for that. And he's like, well, I don't know why not. She's like, because I can't afford you, let alone a whole other person. Yeah,
I think they're still together, but I don't think they have their kids. I mean, don't quote me, but
the last I saw, they were at Disneyland or Disney World together. That's the last thing I
saw. Yeah, Disneyland. Yeah,
without their kids.
The last thing I saw. I don't think they have custody of their kids.
Not surprising, because they. I don't like Paul though. Like, spoilers.
Paul is a terrorist in Brazil, is he not? Remember that?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Yeah. And then he runs away from her, and then she gets mugged.
Yeah.
He's just in the bushes. Oh my God.
Like, he has so much drama. But yeah, I feel like I would want to do Gypsy Rose just because I've done it and I've talked to you about it. And I feel like you need to see and experience the craziness that is her. But she is.
I mean, I'm down.
And she goes for her like, she goes for her haters hard. So I would literally cry if Gypsy. Yeah.
Salt
like, if she came after us, I would be like, that's it. Yeah. Oh my God. Can we be Salt and Pepper? Or like,
I think we should just change our names every week.
Yeah, it's like, hi, I'm Sage, and you can be like Saffron.
Ginger.
Yeah. We'll do Season Sisters differently. We'll do Seasoning Sisters.
Seasoning Sisters.
Because she scares me. Like, that girl crazy. But anyway, so if y'all think of something, let us know, because we have one more week and we've got to make a decision.
Down below. On Spotify. I don't know how to put it anywhere else, but I'll put the ones we're talking about. And then if you have another suggestion, just leave a comment and then we'll take those into account too. And if no one says anything, then Gypsy Rose it is.
She's crazy. She's crazy.
Which means you have to give me your login stuff.
Yeah. That means you get my Disney Plus.
Yeah. Well, we'll save that for off air. That way there's
Let me just share that real quick, people. It's fine. I have a whole bunch of, no one get into mine. I have two. I have mine and mom and dad. And mom and dad get into mine and mess up my stuff sometimes. I'm like, y'all have your own. Y'all have your own.
Mess up your stuff. Did they just pick the wrong profile?
They didn't realize they had their own profile. So I would get in to try to watch something and I'd be like, I didn't watch this. What is happening? And then I finally went over and they were just watching stuff on my profile. I was like, y'all need to change the profile to your profile. And they were like, oh, I was like, oh my God. So yeah, so now I fixed it.
Yeah, you fixed it. Well, this episode's boring. And honestly, we still have to do Pounders after this. And I thought that episode was boring too. So
yeah, this was kind of a nothing burger week. So
this is why the show didn't get any more.
Yeah, we did have a lot of mucus between this episode and Pounders, which is hilarious.
Oh God. Yeah.
Like I feel like if the what is that Pee-wee's Playhouse when they had the word of the day is mucus. Or mucus plug.
Pounders, we'll get to it when we get to it, but like Pounders made me literally almost throw up and gag. And I'm not super queasy, but the sounds coming out of Tammy's trach, oh my God.
Yeah, not pleasant.
No.
Not pleasant.
No. I literally, because I had just had like my dinner when I was watching it and taking my notes, and I literally almost threw up. It was fantastic. All right, let's just get into this so we can. I want to play Indiana Jones again. So go.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. I gotta clean my house.
That's so adulty. I'm not doing that today.
Well, but I'm single all week, so if I can get everything done
clean it today, then you don't have to do anything else. Yeah. That's nice.
So that's why I'm like, no, I need everything done, so that way the rest of the week is just what I want, when I want, how I want. That makes me sound. Let's move on.
I get it, because that's what I do when Kyle leaves. Is I like deep clean the whole house, and then I just don't have to do anything.
Yeah, because then I just have to surface pick up the rest of the week, and that sounds great.
Lovely. All right, let's do this.
Let's go. So who's our first most boring? Oh, sorry. Season 2, episode 9. What comes between us? As Christina prepares for labor, tensions simmer between Jessica and John, and Derek tells Randi he wants to look for a house after the wedding. I hate whoever writes these, by the way, because tensions may be simmering, but no one said anything. Like,
literally,
Jessica and John
no one
do
said
not have a conversation.
Thing. They don't John even hardly talk to each other at all.
No.
Okay, but to be fair, in John's defense, when we get to that, she definitely said that in a bossy way on purpose, which is fine. But
yeah. But I
but
mean,
it
but
is
to
what it
be
is.
fair, it's coming from his wife and not her, because she's the one who's like, he needs to go do that. And it was like, yep.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but anyway,
Okay,
we'll get there when we get there.
The first ones are the triplets, because I still don't buy any of this shit. So
Yeah,
I really don't care.
Boring.
They're getting ready for the fundraiser still. Their mom like snaps at them in the kitchen for no reason, at least in my estimation.
I don't understand any of what's happening right now
No.
at this whole house, because nothing makes sense to me. Well, you need to do cooked noodles and you need 30 pounds. It's like, okay, why?
Yeah, this was weird. And then we go to the fundraiser, and the girls seem like they have it pretty well organized, and they're kind of mingling, but then they get yelled at for mingling.
Yeah,
which is
I mean, I
the
feel
whole point. So
especially since they're semi-famous, like you would think you would want them out there talking to people.
Yeah. So, all right. And then their brother calls them embarrassing. And that he calls them embarrassing after they donate $5,000 to the wrestling team.
It says they called somebody and got a $5,000 check, which is pretty impressive. Like, that's a lot.
That's a lot of money. Because at the end of it, they say that they only got like 6,000 or 6,500 total from the fundraiser. So
yeah,
they donated 5K of that.
Which means,
okay.
Yeah. You'd think you would say thank you. Like, wow, thank you, girls, so much for really spearheading this and making this work. But everyone seemed like they were disappointed.
Fake, honestly.
Yeah, I do
if this
too.
isn't fake, then I would never talk to my extended family ever again.
Period. No, because I mean, and I don't know, maybe they didn't work as hard as they were supposed to on everything else, but everyone seemed to be having a good time. I mean, I do agree with the mom being like, hey, you're here to work, you're not here to drink. Like, I do get that, being like, hey, I know we're selling alcohol to people, but I don't want you guys to get.
So they were responsible for the raffle prizes, cooking the food, and working the fundraiser?
I guess, because why else did they get in trouble?
Also, I don't like the phrase "in trouble" when you're an adult. Even though I just said I feel like I'm in trouble, but like, I don't get it. They were mingling. It's fine. This is all bullshit. And if it's not bullshit, they should never talk to their mom again, because I hate her. So
yeah, there's a lot of weirdness happening in this family. Because even the big sister was disappointed with them.
They're always disappointed in them, and I thought that they were doing fine. I don't know.
It's not. I mean, because either TLC doesn't film correctly, and they ran out of food, or like the things that we didn't see because they didn't film it, or there's no reason for anyone to be mad at them.
TLC would not have left out them fucking up. So
yeah, so it's like, so they did everything correctly. Even if they would have, that's what I don't understand, because everyone's like, well, how are you going to run a restaurant? It's like, girl, I don't care if they paid 200 people to come in and start cooking their own spaghetti. Who cares? They got it taken care of. Yeah, and then they raise more money. If without your sisters raising the $5,000 from the guy they know, you wouldn't have even had $2,000.
Yeah, you would have had 1,500. I think as it got 65. I think.
Yeah, it was something like that. Well, and then it was weird. Did you hear the mom talking about how? Well, and then it gets halved, and half of it goes here and half goes here, and it's like, so you're taking some money from the top? Did you hear that part? Because I was like, what is she
I heard that,
about?
But where did the first half go to?
I don't remember. But then the daughter's like, oh, well, I guess I'm out now because I don't get any of it. And it's like, I don't understand what the half and half is. Unless it's like half is for mats and half is for uniforms or something. But
maybe.
Don't rub on the microphone and make your aunt mad.
It does make your aunt mad. Knock it off.
That would be Jody. She's on here now.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, but so yeah, I just thought this was very fake. And then I mean, we can keep you know the rest of what happens, but it feels very fake. All of this feels fake.
Yeah, this is all fake, because now we have Hannah at home packing for the suitcase, and literally, I'm not saying anything about her boobs. She's a small woman with the biggest boobs I think I've ever seen in my life. But the dress she's choosing to leave on her vacation in, her nipples are barely surviving inside the dress. Like, it is so low cut. It has to be like bisecting those nipples. I mean, right? It was low.
It was low.
It was low. And when I'm going on vacation, I'm always wearing the same thing, but I'm for sure wearing a hoodie and stretchy leggings.
See, I sometimes dress cuter if I'm going somewhere with Carl, but
for the airplane?
No, not for an airplane. But
for the car?
Maybe.
If it was like we're just driving. You suck up to that guy. That's insane.
But not this level. I don't know, because this is why it feels fake. Because it's like, well, I've just decided I'm going to go do this by myself. It's like, are you though? Are you? Because I don't think you are.
No. I just don't believe any of this. But she's like packing her suitcase and she's basically like, the fundraiser was a success, but my sisters didn't pull their weight. And I feel like I'm the only one who's trying to grow up. And it's like, leave them alone. Honestly, don't throw them under the bus when they didn't want to do it in the first place. And the only reason why they did it is for you. So I don't know. You get what you get. But then she like basically says she wants to go on her own, like a 1-person vacation without them. And she goes out to tell them that she's leaving. And I like how different they are, because you can tell, I think, that they're not in each other's buttholes, because one of them, I don't know which one, I think Nadia was pissed when she said that she was leaving. Like, her reaction was anger, and Kat's reaction was to cry. And I feel like seen, I guess. I feel like that makes sense, because I feel like a lot of my reactions can be angry sometimes. So there you go.
I feel like you have a very, even when you get mad though, you get over it really fast, which is a good quality you have. You have a lot of really good qualities, but that's a good quality you have.
I blow up. Well, not really blow. I don't know. It is what it is. Or I just have this simmering resentment for the rest of my life.
That works too. That is not a big deal.
But I mean, so one of them's pissed off, the other one's crying, and then the two that got left behind are basically like, she's not going to survive 48 hours without us, because she needs us as much as we need her. So whatever.
But the language did come back. The little fake language came back for a split second. Yeah, came back for like a split second, and it was like, okay, so this is, maybe it is something y'all do, but this is literally the second time we've seen y'all do it.
It almost sounds like pig Latin, because she was saying don't cry, but I kept hearing the word cry. So it's like a pig Latin-y language.
Yeah, it's very Slums of Beverly Hills. They do the same thing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's got Marissa Tomei and the other girl. We've talked about it before. Last time they did this, it sounds exactly like the language that they do. It's the same exact thing. So yeah, it's very like, okay, this is fake. It's not a secret language. It's just, y'all. I don't know. I don't think this is real. I think she probably had a trip planned with her, because who plans a random? I mean, I don't know. I love hotels. I will always go out on a last minute trip. But who does that? I feel like this was a planned trip that she had with her boyfriend or somebody that she was taking, and they drummed it up. So
yeah, I feel like I would hope I mean, it is what it is, but like, I just, these ones aren't as up each other's butts as everyone else is. So I feel like this probably isn't the first solo vacation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which is
that's my
so
opinion.
Weird that we finally have triplets and they're less up each other's butts than everybody else.
But everyone acts like they're up each other's butts, but they're really not.
No, fine. we've seen trauma bonding and trauma together. This is not that.
Yeah. And then, all right, let's move on. So I'm thinking Ashley and V next, maybe?
Yeah.
Or Randi and Jordan.
I don't know. Both of them pissed me off, but
Jordan made me madder. Well, V is just selfish, I think, at this point. So let's go into Ashley and V. So V is just like hanging out at home with a glass of wine. And she says her cardiologist just cleared her for carrying a baby. And she's pissed because Ashley didn't come to the appointment. And she says something about how Ashley's been shutting down since like getting the price tag for the surrogacy. I've said it before, but I feel like there's just such a lack of empathy about what Ashley's going through. And he just keeps making it about her, which is upsetting.
I feel like this whole situation is fake because who plans surrogacy without knowing the price, the complications, the requirements? Like, all of this to me seems like this was a drunken fantasy that was put on TLC, because how are you that shocked that it's going to cost money to get this done?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it would just take one little search on the
yeah, it
Goobs
takes a
to figure
Google
out how
search,
much it
like, how
costs.
much does this cost? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like either one of them at this point. I think there's a lot of fakeness between both of them, and I'm just kind of
I like
over it.
Ashley. I used to like V, but now I don't really like V. I think she's too aggressive. Like, because if Ashley is serious and didn't know the price tag until she got the total, then I think that V is being extremely insensitive. Um and Ashley herself says that V is just making this all about V.
Yep.
And I agree with her.
Yep.
So like V calls Ashley basically to be like, I've been cleared. And Ashley's like, well, I wish I could have been there. And V's like, well, you could have been. So you should have left work and you should have come. And Ashley's like, I couldn't have left work. They wouldn't let me. So no. But then Ashley also later says that she didn't want to, because it's just, which
Yeah.
I understand, because, okay, she's already dealing with all of these emotions. And then sitting in an appointment where you could again get another roadblock.
Yeah.
I get being like, I don't want to be there for that. You know,
Well,
I
and
don't want to hear
she,
it. It's fine.
yeah, she even said, she's like, I haven't really talked to her since that blow up. And that woman like smacked her glass out of her hand and threw a
She
temper
tried to
tantrum in the
grab her
middle of a
phone,
restaurant.
and yeah, that was
Like, no.
embarrassing.
Yeah, like if you
Yeah.
were just a random person I was meeting and you act like that, I'd be like, okay, well, this is the first and last time I'm seeing you. So
Yeah. I feel like it would take a lot to get over the way V acted, in my opinion, in the restaurant. Because I
yeah,
don't feel like I get, I don't know. I don't know how to say this. I've started so many sentences. I feel like I understand Ashley's reaction, you know, about shutting down and being like, well, now it's my decision and I'm saying I don't want to do it, you know,
yeah, 100%.
rather than, but I also understand V, because I think that partially V is like, well, I see her going down into the cutting everyone off thing, and I don't want her to do that this time. So I'm trying to pull her out of it. I just think her methods are shit. So
Yeah, there are other ways. Like, I know there's a, I know you shouldn't just give in to depression like that, and I think V is. I think you're right. I think she's trying to make sure that Ashley doesn't get depressed again. But then just talk to her about anything else. Like, hey, I got cleared for that. So how was work today? So just leave it
yeah.
all. Like, if you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, we're not talking about it. But you're not going to cut me off. Like,
Yeah, you just need to be the safe place for her and not
yeah,
the one who's constantly bringing up the painful subject over and over and over again. It just doesn't
yeah,
make any sense. So,
yeah,
I don't know. That's why V's pissing me off.
yeah,
But yeah, basically Ashley says that she can't afford it and she just doesn't want to think about it right now. And I agree with her. You know, like I get it.
yeah. I don't.
So,
I don't know why she's not allowed to not want to think about it. This is an expensive, like half a house undertaking that we're
and she has
talking
two
about.
kids.
Yeah,
Like,
she's already got kids. Like,
yeah, and I saw on her Instagram, Ashley's Instagram, that one of her boys is now like in the military. Like he just got deployed recently, or I don't know how recently it was pinned, but like, so it's quite an age gap, but I mean, she has other things going on, you know?
yeah, I mean, I feel like at that point, it's like, yeah, I want a daughter, but girl, you could get a granddaughter. Like,
Yeah.
Why are we stressing about
Yeah.
this? Or
Or a
foster
daughter-in-law.
or adopt?
It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah. All that stuff.
Like I don't like V's approach to this at all. And then, well, I put my whole family on the hold. It's like, no one asked you to do that. Like, you could have
Yeah.
said, I will do this as long as it doesn't affect my family. And now I would feel guilty because it's like, okay, well, now that I can't afford it, now you're making me feel guilty because I even asked, or what? Yeah, I don't like this. I just don't like it. I guess I'm just gonna say it again. I don't like it.
Yeah,
So,
I don't like it either. And then V basically tells Ashley that she's not 100% on carrying the baby anymore. And it's just like, okay, so thank you for adding salt to the wound. because that's exactly what Ashley needed right now is like, I'm just struggling right now because I don't know if I can afford it. And then you to be like, well, I don't know if I want to even carry your baby anymore. It's like, okay, well, what
And
a great friend. Lovely.
Doesn't she just respond with, okay, I'll find somebody else? Which
pretty much
I
she's
think,
just like, well, then I guess it's fine. Like, I'll find someone else.
well, because I think that's the best thing she can do is be like, okay, well, I understand you have a family, you have health issues, you and I are not on the same page anymore. Maybe it would be better for me to go somewhere else. And
yeah, where there's less pressure if you back out.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know, man. I don't like the way V's behaving at all. And then V tells Ashley, like, well, I feel like I'm more invested than you. And it's like, Ashley has made it clear that she needs a second and you won't give it to her. So maybe leave her alone or talk about anything else for like a month.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about it. You know, like let her process, or in your own time, you figure out how to finance this.
Yeah.
You run the numbers, you figure out how to help her, but you're just telling her to do it when she's already said she can't afford it. So you telling her to do it doesn't change her financial situation. So
yeah,
whatever.
And I don't think going into this kind of medical debt is a good idea, especially there's no guarantee. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Like things happen. And I don't know. The more I've thought about it, it's a very selfless gesture to offer to be the oven surrogate for your sister's kid. That's great. Yeah. Surrogate. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. But like, God forbid, what if something happens and the baby dies in the womb? Like, could you forgive knowing that that's your baby? I mean, I don't know. I don't like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea, especially for these two. They do not seem simpatico anymore. Like,
no.
Like, I think the best thing that she can do is if she really wants to have a biological child, then she needs to find a different surrogate. And if she wakes up and realizes that she just wants a daughter, then maybe just adopt.
Or foster a baby.
Yeah. You can do that. And that is your child. And then no one can say anything to you. It's your choice to do that. And you could do that easily.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's just my own soapbox. I'll get off now.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And then basically their whole little bit ends with Ashley saying that she can't afford it. So it's just going to take her longer to get her daughter. So she's still not 100% no. She just knows that she needs to hustle to get it. So interesting.
Okay. Whatever.
But next up, Randi and Jordan. So I hate Jordan.
My God.
And I kind of hate Randi too.
I don't like any of I think that's the reason why this show got canceled, not to go off on a tangent. It's because none of these sisters are likable anymore. Like last season, we had the Orlando sisters that were pretty good.
The ones who wanted to go to Disney?
Yeah. We had the sisters who were married to twins who did The Closet, who were pretty normal. Like, they dressed
were pretty
alike.
normal, but they were weird. Yeah.
Yeah. But now this season, it's like, I don't like any of y'all. Like, I'm not excited when any of y'all's stories come up. I'm just like, oh, God, here we go. Oh, God, here we go.
Yeah. I mean, like, everyone's just getting weird. I can see why they didn't do any more of it.
Yeah, I can too.
It's getting very, I feel like the first season was more realistic. And then this season is just more, I don't know what I can believe anymore. I don't know. It feels more orchestrated. Does that make sense?
Yes. It seems almost scripted.
Yeah, and I don't like that. So Randi and Jordan, Derek is getting like everything popped at the chiropractor, and so Randi is gonna ask him about Jordan coming on the honeymoon when he can't run away, basically.
Which seems like a dumb move, but
I don't think it's necessarily a dumb move, but it makes me like, would he do anything? Like, that's an interesting method.
I think this is just, I feel like in my head, I was like, I don't understand why you would do it like this unless this isn't something he does on a regular basis, but the way that it get TLC to pay for this appointment is to go do it. Kind of like Chris with the whole, I've always wanted to do a shooting gallery in a tux because TLC will pay for it if he says it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
It seemed very, TLC will pay for this if we have this conversation here. And he was like, okay, whatever. Let's do it then. Because who else goes with somebody for I mean, I've been to chiropractor's appointments before, And people like mom and dad, and even you've been with me, and you just sit in the waiting room.
I've never
Why
been
would you
there.
go? Oh, okay. Well, why would you go into the room? Also, I fart a lot whenever I get things popped because it releases gases. So
TMI. Oh my God.
I wouldn't want people in there. So
You're
I
just
just think this is
gassy.
all fake. She's just like, that's so good. It's stretching you out. I was like, this is fake. This is fake news.
And then she was like, you have those like what? And he's like, bulging discs. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, have you ever talked to this man?
Yeah.
Ever? All right.
This seemed as boring as what you talk about going with Kyle to get a tattoo, if not worse.
Oh, I never go anymore. I
I
went to do 2 of his tattoos when we were like first together and newlyweds. And now I'm like, absolutely not. It is the most boring event ever. So
yeah, we went with our
I
brother
refuse to
when
go.
he got his, and that was boring.
It takes forever.
I would much rather.
So long.
I will go with it. I've decided this is what I think we need to do next time. The next time someone wants to go get a tattoo, we say absolutely we will go with them, and we drop them off and go to Chinese food, and we just be like, call us when you're done. We were just going to sit at this Chinese restaurant, until you're done, and then we'll go back with you. It's fine. I don't even care. But
yeah, because I mean, like, when Jacob got his tattoo, the tattooing itself didn't take that long, but it's all the prep and all the like waiting for the tattoo artist and all that stuff that just takes freaking ever. I think.
Yeah, I feel like we sat in that stupid waiting room for like an hour and a half.
Oh my gosh, are your kids fighting?
Yes. Okay, it's over. Somebody won. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Jody freaks out when one of the boys walk by her because she screams at them. So it's probably just
Phoebe.
Probably Phoebe, but Gozer's the one that she hates, which is funny because Gozer's the one I wouldn't mess with. So
and Gozer's like the sweetest boy. Honestly, both your boys are the sweetest boys. So
it's a difference between boys and girls. So yeah, I'm sure. Sorry, y'all. That was a cat fight. It's fine. It's done now. Fight.
Hello. Yeah, it's boring. But yeah, we waited for like an hour and a half, I feel like, for JF to even go back.
I don't think I'm a Karen, but that was one of those situations where I was like, why are we even here? Can we leave? Like, what is the point?
Time. It takes a really
what is the
time,
point of booking an appointment?
Yeah, because I'll text Kyle and I'll be like, where are you at? And he'll be like, oh, I just went back. And I'm like, it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not a Karen person, but sitting with Jacob waiting for his for as long as we waited, I was like, I want to go because you said this was going to take 2 hours and it has been an hour and a half and you haven't even been back there. So what is the point of the appointments? Like, what is that?
This tattoo itself only took like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
It didn't take that long.
The guy wasn't even there when we got there.
No.
Like, I don't understand why it needs to be. I don't know. I'm just because honestly, part of me was like, I'm gonna leave because I don't want to be here.
Like how you always get a doctor's appointment and then they're always like, make sure you show up 15 to 20 minutes early, and it's like, for what? Because I already filled out all the paperwork online, and if I show up 20 minutes early, you're just gonna let me sit there for like. I always do it because I have anxiety, but I hate it because I'm just like, but there's literally no point in me showing up this early because I never get pulled back early, like hardly ever. So and my paperwork's already done. Okay.
See, I always get that dumb clipboard where it's like, can you fill this out again? It's like, why do every time I have to fill out my mother's medical history? Y'all don't save these? Like as soon as I leave, y'all like, well, rip this up now so she can do it again. It just feels like a waste. Like it.
Yeah.
It feels like a waste. I hate it. I hate it.
So then Randy's like, so they're talking about the honeymoon briefly. Well, this is the whole conversation, actually. I don't know why I said briefly. But then Derek tells her that he's most excited about being alone with her for 4 days. And then she's like,
that's so sweet.
It's so sweet. And it's also this poor guy is just like, I hate living with people. This is awful. And then she's like, well, would you still be excited if it wasn't just us? And then he's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, well, Jordan can come and hang out with me while you're pooping. What? How often is this man pooping?
I don't. Even her logic is flawed on this. It's like, I'm sorry, what? So because
she's
I have
basically
to
saying,
poop,
because I have to poop. You need your sister there to entertain you for 20 minutes?
you can't doom scroll. You can't
Sitting there
do
with
something.
me? I mean,
Yeah.
honestly,
Do your
what are we
makeup.
doing?
Something. Yeah. So weird.
Yeah, no. And then he's like, he asks her, which I think means that this is why he wants Randi to get away from Jordan. Because he says, did Jordan talk you into this or do you agree with it? And she said, both. And it's like, okay. So,
yeah.
And she was like, well, it was her idea, but I agree with it now. And he's like, okay, so she talked you into it. Okay. And then he's like, if I say yes, I have something that you're going to have to do for me. And she's like, what? And he's like, well, then if I say yes to it, then we're moving out. Which honestly, I like that he's like, fine. But that's the last hurrah you're going to fucking have. We're
Yeah.
leaving. But, and then she's
Also,
like pissed. So,
which I don't understand because what did you expect? This man has talked about moving out before this.
both of the
Like,
guys have. They do not want to live together.
They don't get along the way you girls do.
No. And not to mention that, you guys don't have like taking like a word from sister wives, but you guys don't seem like you're having like full fellowship kind of marriages.
No.
Living together because you guys sleep with each other more than you're sleeping with your husbands.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna. I don't want to wish anybody harm or, something not working, but I just don't see this working for either one of these women. I mean,
unless
I don't know.
They move out. If they move out, fine. They need to not be living together.
I don't know. The one girl's husband, the other twin, her husband seems fine with like, oh yeah, no, I don't know where she's at. I just come up here and watch TV and then I go to bed. And if she's here, she's here. If she's not, she's not. Just like,
which
okay,
is not
that's
the
fair.
marriage that I have at all. So when I hear that, it just makes me think that he's stepping out, and because I think that's weird to not.
Because like we have a more like my marriage is different than yours clearly because we are not together all the time, and we do have moments where it's like, hey, I really want to go play a game or I need to go do this, so we can be in the same house and do different things and all that, but not to this extent where it's like I don't even know where she is. It's like, what?
Yeah, that's the weird one. Like, because Kyle and I are like, we do a lot of the same hobbies. We have 2 televisions in our living room so that we can do the same thing, like play different games at the same time or whatever we want to do. But this is weird to me. I always know where Kyle is. And not because I just know where he is all the time. Well, not right now. He was driving last time I checked. I have no idea. But you know what I mean? Like, I just can't imagine not knowing whether or not he's in the house. Like, that's just weird.
It's not just the not knowing, it's the seeming to not care.
Yeah, not caring, you know?
Yeah. It's like, oh, well, she's with her sister right now. They're doing something, so I'm going to watch TV and then I'll go to bed later because I have work. It's just neither one of them seem to care about what the other one's doing. It's like, okay,
weird.
then why'd you get married?
It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. And then I think it's because then she's like, well, of course, since I asked him to do something, he has to have a one-upper on me. And it's just like, girl, he already told you he wanted to move out.
See,
I don't know what you expected.
That sounds like she talked to her sister.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get the impression at the moment that she thought that. But in the talking head when she said it, it's like, you talked to your sister. And your sister was like, oh, so he's trying to one-up you. It's like, no.
Yep. But I don't like Jordan at all. So he basically she's like, well, when would you want to start looking? He's like, right after the wedding. She's like, what? Oh my God, more cats. She's like, she's clearly pissed off. And then he basically reminds her that he's like, I'm also a twin. So I understand why you like being around your twin. And she's like, no, you don't, because you're not up each other's butts like me and Jordan are. And it's like, yeah, because it's a healthier sibling relationship than yours.
Yeah. It's because you're not supposed to be up each other's butts. Like, y'all are adults. No. Like, live in separate houses.
And then Randi, at least I think, is slightly intelligent because she's like, I wonder if I've pushed Derek into wanting to move out because I'm spending every waking moment with Jordan instead of him. And it's like, yeah, bitch, that's exactly what's happening. If you had more balance and spent time with him and like had days where you guys didn't even see Jordan or Daniel, then he probably would be completely fine living in a house with them. But you made it weird.
Yeah, because you did that whole stupid, well, hurry up, we got to fall asleep so that way when he comes to get me, he won't wake us up because we're asleep
can't
together.
Get me. Yeah.
It's like, then why do you want him? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very different, and I don't think it's healthy. But yeah,
it's not.
Because you're right. Because I think if she would have been like, "Hey, I made you dinner. We're gonna go and take a bubble bath together. We're gonna watch TV, and then I'm just gonna lock our bedroom door. Like, let's just grab this pizza and go to bed. Just me and you alone." And they did that on a regular basis. Then it wouldn't matter. He'd be like, "Yeah, I don't care. We can live wherever we want because I know I have you 90% of the time." But he doesn't have her 5% of the time. So
nope, because basically her and Jordan are spending every evening together, like, and then going to sleep together, unless I guess they want some D, and then they don't sleep together that night. But like,
I don't know, maybe
because she's spending so many more nights with Jordan than Derek that she doesn't even know how to sleep with Derek. Because she said in a previous episode that he's a cuddler and she's not, so she doesn't know how to sleep with him yet. And I'm like, that takes time though. At least in my relationship, because Kyle likes to cuddle and I do not like to be touched. And so there's a compromise if he can cuddle me for a little while, and then I say, okay, stop. And then he goes away.
Is it done? Very
and then
Rocky
he can
and
touch
Grace
my
of you.
foot. Yeah. I'm just like, you can go away now. Thank you.
Yeah.
And he's all like, all right, bye.
Like, that was fun. See you next week. Bye.
All good. Like,
yeah.
And then he can touch my foot and that's it. And the foot is a big move for me because he used to not be able to touch me at all while I was trying to sleep. So
that's a big one. Yeah.
That is a big one. But I mean, it takes time to figure out how to sleep in the same bed with someone, and then you're not doing it often enough to get used to it.
Yeah.
So
clearly.
Okay. Yeah, it's a problem. And then also Jordan regularly is like, well, I'm your number one because I'm your first life partner. And it's like, bitch, no, you're my sister. That's what you are.
Yeah.
Like, that is what you are. You don't trump the husband in this situation, because the husband is someone that Randy's actually chosen to spend her life with. You just came along with her. You weren't a choice. So
this is very much like Christina and Jessica. I feel like, where one of them is just so obsessed with being the same that it's like, but the other one's like, no, it's fine. Because she said at the beginning that she was gonna have to start telling her sister no at the beginning of this season because she wanted to spend more time with her husband. She's like, well, he's my husband. I got to ask him about where we're getting married. So the other one,
and then Jordan was basically like, why do you have to ask him? Because I'm telling you. And it's like, because he's my husband. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have paperwork with you. I have paperwork with him.
Yeah. Because
I don't like either of them.
Toxic.
But I do feel like Jordan strong arms Randy. But also Randy's an adult and can stand up for herself and is not doing it. So there it is.
True.
But the girls go to brunch with their friend Dre. And then basically Jordan now knows that Derek wants to move out of the house and she's pissed. Like, pissed off. And then their friend Dre is trying her best to be like, everything is changing because Randy is getting married. Life is changing. It's not the same. She's going to have a husband. And then I stopped really paying attention because it just kind of went on for a while. So I hope you were paying attention. Yeah,
they just talk, and she's like, well, she doesn't want to go on her honeymoon. It's like, well, she shouldn't because it's her honeymoon. And she wants to move out. It's like, because the friend was like, yeah, but she wants to do, like, you bought a house. You got to pick out a house. You got to go house shopping and decorate, and your sister hasn't. So it makes sense that her and her fiance, or her and her husband, are going to want to do the same experience you had.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it doesn't. It's like, but it does. Like, you're so selfish that you think you're allowed to have the only one with this experience. And that's not right.
Yeah. You want Randy to step into your life that you cultivated, and you're just erasing her life. Like, you need to move into my house with my husband and your husband and then make it work here. And it's like, but I don't want to work here. I want to, and then you won't even let her get married in your house because I hate her. Because then the time that Randy was like, well, I just want to get married in the house. And then Jordan's like, that house is too small for that. And I need people to go away so I can go to bed. And it's like, you can't lose sleep for one night for your sister's wedding.
Yeah.
What? That's insane. I've lost sleep for crazier shit than that.
I really hope that this part is fake, because if it's not fake, then these two are crazy toxic.
I think that Jordan's toxic. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's the end of those. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully next week. I don't know. Last episode next week. But we have Christina and Jessica left. So Christina is like about to pop. So they're like doing the curb walking and trying to induce her labor. And we hear that Jess and John are both invited to the birth. And then Christina talks a little bit about how both Jess and John are telling her everything went fantastic at the park and that the talk went really well, but she can still feel the heaviness.
Yeah.
So she knows it didn't, but they're not saying anything. So then she tells her sister, this is where the problems lie. Because she tells her sister, like, I don't think John wants you there. And Jess is like, yeah, no, of course not. No shit. But too bad.
Yeah, why would you tell your sister that if you're trying to keep the tensions low?
I don't know. It's like she wanted Jess to have a like meltdown so she could be like, well, now you can't come or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think because we talked about this before, it's like the common denominator in the situation is Christina.
Yeah.
So she's talking smack to both of them.
She is. Yeah, she's venting to both of them about them.
I hope Jess is smart enough to see that and not talk shit about John, because it sounds like she's not. She's just like, oh, yeah, of course he doesn't. I mean,
honestly, I'm really impressed with Jess ever since Christina got pregnant, because Jess is doing such a good job of staying very calm. Even when, like, even at the dinner when John was being a complete asshole, she was calm. You know?
she's kept it really together.
She's kept it like very made him look like an idiot. Yep. So I think that that's smart. But and then we go back to the house and we find out that Christina hasn't had her cervix checked because she hasn't called the midwife. Yeah. So then Jess checks Christina's cervix and
Nope. This is nope. And I don't think these two are fake. I really don't. I think these two, they smell each other's pingy pangies. They sit naked in the woods. They wipe
said
each
that
other.
Christina has done this for Jess too when Jess was pregnant.
Disgusting. I was honestly like, okay, I understand if you were an OBGYN, I don't think I would have a problem with you being my OBGYN. You know what I mean? It's like, this is your profession. Yeah. This is my sister. I trust her more than anyone else. If she wants to look up my vagina,
I don't think you can though.
And birth my kid, I feel like there's
like a conflict of interest or something.
You would think, I don't know. But I don't think. But also, I can get that if I knew that you were separating it from. I see vaginas all day. This is just me being a doctor.
Yeah, but could you imagine you like up with your things in the stirrups, and I'm like, oh my god, it looks like my vagina. Also, how much time are you spending looking at your vagina?
Yeah, that's weird. And then she sticks her fingers in Christina's vagina and says, oh my god, it's so soft. I was like, what? I'm sorry. Is this porn?
Yeah.
What is happening?
No, it's because she at first she was telling her she was too tight because I think that Christina was uncomfortable and tensed up.
Kidding.
And she kept being like, it was kind of funny because she kept being like, loosen up, and then Christina kept being like, I'm loose, and she's like, no, you're not. Stop. It's like way too tight. And then when she got to the cervix, it would be weird to feel a cervix that's like all dilated and soft and weird. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess. I don't know. I didn't like
and then a head in someone's vagina. It'd be weird.
I didn't like the. I know she didn't say it breathy, but I just didn't like the way she was like, oh, you're so soft. I'm like, oh, brother, don't say that to me. Don't call me tight, soft, great, nothing. Just do the work. No,
she didn't mean it as a compliment. She meant like the cervix is soft.
I still don't care.
It's dilating.
Nope. Also, don't stick your fingers in my vagina. I cannot think of any, like we talked about before we started the call, unless a gopher ran up my vagina and you need to get in there to grab the tail and pull it out, I do not see any reason why I want you anywhere near that. That is weird.
Yeah.
Not about that life. There's no emergency situation that I think this would need to be. It's like, I just got bit by a snake and you have to suck the poison out of my lip.
What if you need like a suppository?
Okay, then somebody else can do that. I would rather have mom do that. Or
shove something up your vagine.
I would not want you to do that. That's weird. That's weird.
It is weird. I could see situations where if you were unable to do something, whatever.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
What kind of situations like she's passed out and Audie is the only hope to shove the suppository up her vagina? Like, no.
I'll be like, no, she won't switch to a diva cup, so I'm just gonna shove one up there while she's asleep so that she knows it's great.
No,
that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, it would be really weird, but that's the only situation I can think of is me just forcing you to use a diva cup, I guess.
Yeah, and then I wake up and you're like, by the way, your vagina looks like my vagina. It's like, what? Hold up.
I don't know how often she spends just staring at her vagine.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's fine. Like I'm glad that you're so in touch with your body, but I'm really for that. But I just don't want you to be as in touch with your sister's body. There are levels, and it's just weird.
It's weird. Basically, so she's she says she's at least 4 centimeters. So and she can feel his head. She can like touch it. And so Christina basically then says that if there's any tension at all between John and Jess, they're both getting kicked out. So Christina is in labor. She calls Jess to come over, and John is in the living room, like setting up the birthing pool, you know, because that's she wants to have a water birth. Jess shows up. John basically is like, issues aren't resolved, but he's hoping that things are going to go well and that Jess isn't going to like steal the baby or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's still talking about that. Like, that's going to be a thing.
Yeah. And so then Jess goes upstairs to talk to Christina and is like, have you called the midwife? And she's like, no. And she's like, you should do that then.
Yeah. But what I heard in that is like, I don't want to put my finger back in your hoo-ha. Please call the midwife.
That was weird.
That was weird even for us. I've washed my hands 7 times and I still smell like you. Can't handle it.
Well, she was wearing a glove, thank God. But
thank God. Okay.
Yeah. So, and then Christine, the midwife, basically tells them that the pool needs to be filled and she's on her way. And so, and this is where I do think that she was a little snippier with John than she needed to be, because Jess goes downstairs and says, fill up the tub. I'm just like, I mean, I get it. But John's like, she's bossing me around. And it's like, well, to be fair, though, you knew she was in labor. So shouldn't you have already done that, bro? I don't know. Yeah,
and Christine's the one who was like, tell him to fill up the pool. And she's like, okay, I've got it. Which would make sense because, you know, shit rolls downhill. So I just got yelled at by you, and you told me to go yell at Kyle to get you a string cheese. I'm like, she needs a string cheese. Like, I know you don't know how serious this is, but...
Yeah, but you and Kyle don't hate each other either, though. So...
I know. That's what Mom told me today when I was with Mom. She's like, just so you know, your brother loves you. I was like, okay. Why?
Jacob or Kyle?
Kyle.
Why?
She said she told Kyle that.
I'm just kidding.
She said she told y'all because y'all stopped by one day this weekend.
We stopped by Saturday night.
Yeah. And Mom was like, told Kyle that she was mad at, she's like, I just hate your sister. And Kyle, she's like, she's like,
of all the ribbon.
Yeah. She's like, and your brother just looked at me like, why? She's like, so it's really, I'm glad that you have a brother who cares about you. He wasn't just like, yeah, she's the worst. I was like, well, depends on the day. I'm sure some days he'd be like,
I hate your sister. And I was like, Drew the cat? Who do you hate?
Like,
wait.
who?
And then she was just like, all of this ribbon. And I was like, why are you doing it? Just stop then. And then it's problem solved.
Yeah.
Who cares?
She also said that you said with some scissors you could untangle a knot.
I could have untangled it so fast.
Click, click, click.
And we would have had so much more ribbon.
There's so many more now. But yeah, so Mom was like, so yeah, I just want you to know that Kyle loves you. I was like, I know. I can also annoy Kyle really bad because I sent him that picture of Den on the PlayStation. Just
did you really?
Context. Yeah, no context. Just here you go.
Oh my God.
He never said anything. I'm sure I got like, what's wrong with your sister?
Yeah, I showed it to him when you sent me the picture, and he was just like, oh my God, no. And I was like, I mean, that's just what it's like at Summer's house. There you go.
There's no rules. This is a frat house.
No rules. But basically, Christina's in the pool laboring, and then this is one part of Jess that I loved because Jess went outside and told the cameraman that technically she held the baby first because she touched his head during her cervix check.
Also, I've never had birth, but is this a lot of screaming or was it just me? I was like, this seems like a lot.
I think this is pretty par for the course.
I think this is why I've never wanted to have kids. I was like, this seems like a lot. I would hate all of this.
It's
all
supposed
that.
to be like horrifically painful. So I don't know. But then you have a baby at the end. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like, why would I do? Sorry,
it's even worse. Oh my god,
what is happening?
I don't want that. But anyway,
no,
so
Disney trip, ridiculous.
Exactly. So next week we're doing the last episode ever of Extreme Sisters, season 2, episode 10. It's not over. Anna and Lucy seek guidance from their father's spirit. Hopefully, he tells them to stop it. Randy decides where to live, and Christina gives birth at home. And then I'll put up a poll, so like we'll figure out. It should like be 2 to 3 things we can think of watching. And then if you have another suggestion, just leave a comment.
Yeah.
So
because we'll need more suggestions anyway for next time. So
because we don't know what to do.
Yeah, and we've kind of gotten into this habit of talking to each other for at least 2 hours a week because we really hate each other the rest of the week. So
well, no, we spent 3 hours shopping for earrings with each other last week. So
oh my gosh, yes, Femme de Bloom, guys. That's
it's a great site. There's like anything you can think of from the 90s. It's amazing.
Yeah, Audie does not like earrings, and does not. And she makes fun of my Sugar Fix by Bubble Bar earrings all the time. But we got on this website and just kept filling up the cart. And by the end of it,
I called you at 7. And then we didn't get off the phone till after 10.
Yeah, it was late. Yeah, and we had $200 in earrings in a cart that she's not going to wear. No, we only spent $50. We did really good.
We had to pare down a lot.
Yeah.
So it was a busy night for us. But no, it literally, you can't. I typed in Rockadoodle to look for the Chanticleer earrings, but if you type in Chanticleer, she does have Rockadoodle earrings.
And I finally looked at those. I checked those out. Those are super cute. So I put them in my wish list. So when they come back, hopefully I can get them.
They're super cute, but I don't like I'm not gonna wear dangly earrings. I'm so basic.
You're not gonna wear any of the earrings I bought, except for
I would wear them if they're studs.
You're gonna wear the Kylo Ren, and I figure that's it.
And the little Lightning McQueens, if we get those.
I don't think we did. I think those were sold out.
I think they sold out. Yeah.
Yeah. But they were having a sale last week. I would wear the little
studs at Disney. You know that.
Oh, yeah, you would. Yeah, that'd be cute. I bought a whole bunch, so we have some. We have some coming. Okay. It's super exciting.
All right, fun. All right, well, I'll talk to you, Summer, in like 2 seconds, and we'll talk to the rest of y'all next week.
Yep. Bye.
Season sisters. They're not quite a thing.